And we are live on a Tuesday. I am so happy that Attorney General in Los Angeles, Xavier Becerra, his deputy is my close friend and client, Deputy Attorney General Robert McKim. And I have been preaching this to Robert McKim for a long time, that the Attorney General needs to take action on Uber and Lyft. It's unacceptable what they're getting away with in the midst of pandemic. So countless times I've brought this up with Deputy Attorney General Robert McKim, who I drive on many occasions. I'm very good friends with him. I go partying with him sometimes. And finally his boss, Xavier Becerra, the Attorney General of LA, the same person I've written to numerous times to investigate TRIP, is acting. I could not be more stoked, more happy with this news, right? That Los Angeles and the Attorney General say enough is enough. This was reported today on CNBC, on MSNBC, the New York Times reported. So this is a big story, right? For the Attorney General to sue Uber and Lyft over misclassification. This is going to put a lot of pressure on Uber. They could be liable for hundreds of millions of dollars. If you haven't filed your misclassification lawsuit, do it right now. Go to Potter Handy in California. But this relentless pressure is working. And Xavier Becerra, from what I know through Deputy Attorney General Robert McKim, he doesn't mess around. I mean, this is the type of guy that'll revoke licenses. He's not going to put up with any of Uber and Lyft's shit, right? So I could not be happier that more pressure and more pressure is put. Mark Roughton, how are you? Thank you, buddy. Hammer time, right? So much pressure is put on Uber and Lyft right now, not only from a state level, but now the cities and the Attorney General are suing as well. So 2 thumbs up for Xavier Becerra. He's down at, I've been to his offices. I've been actually at his offices before, down on Hill Street. This is wonderful news in my eyes. And I know that this guy does not mess around. This is this is a guy that doesn't play games, right? So I look forward to a good battle between the AG and cities versus Uber and Lyft. And remember, right at the end of December 2019, Uber, Lyft, and Postmates sued California, and just wasting time, not doing anything during the pandemic, not doing the necessary, not getting the necessary PPE, etc., just making tons of promises. And I guess their offices just had enough, right? That Los Angeles drivers put enough pressure on the AG to take action. So this is music to my ears, my friends. Absolute music to my ears. It's about time. It's about time that cities put down their foot and said, you know what? Enough is enough. So I'm glad that this pressure is added on to Uber and Lyft. Again, his deputy is one of my good friends, Robert McKim. And I've been telling the story over and over again to the deputy AG, who I drive with. I mean, I was driving him to Long Beach last Saturday, the deputy attorney general, in the same offices with Xavier Becerra, and telling them that, you know what Uber and Lyft drivers are doing what Uber and Lyft companies are doing to drivers is atrocious. The fact that the people are on the front lines, no PPE, promised PPE, breaking the laws, misclassifying, not getting the monies. So who knows? Maybe he planted a seed in Xavier Becerra's, or put a document on his desk and said, act on this. All I can say is, thank you, Mr. AG, for acting. And Uber and Lyft not going to mess around with this guy. This is the type of guy who'll just revoke their licenses. He's going to put relentless pressure on. He's not going to take any shit from Uber and Lyft, I can guarantee you that. So good news. I'm taking a motorbike down to Long Beach, 6 people in the house. How are you, my friend? Vegas in the house, Scott Tucker, legends. Got my legends with me, Mark Roughton, Scott Tucker, Jimmy Abstract Echo. Who else is in there? We have 5 people. So 2 people that I don't know, staying anonymous for now, undercover, watching the stream. But thank you for tuning in. You can Google this news on Xavier Becerra. How is it spelled? Xavier, his last name Becerra, Becerra. I've been directly in his offices. Cool, buddy. SM is in the house. And I've brought this story up with the Deputy Attorney General that works right under Xavier Becerra, as my personal friend and client. I've brought up this story many times. We've got Pittsburgh in the house. We welcome you. SM, you're cool, man. Sergio from Vegas. We're going to pound these guys. We're going to pound them. We're going to smack them down. Enough is enough. And man, this news makes me happy, because I know the person. He doesn't take any prisoners, man. This guy does not F around. He is hardcore. He's brought down many bad gang rings and really bad elements, bad people that are senior abuse. He is cracked down a lot, this Xavier Becerra. I hold him in the highest regards. So good move. Jimmy. Okay, do I say Jimmy or Jamie? Jamie. How do I pronounce it? I want to say it correctly. You got the rideshare professor mispronouncing a name. That's not good. So if you can help me understand how to pronounce it better, I will. Pronounce Jimmy. That's what I said. Jimmy in the house. I hope the information on PPP and EDIL and employment information. Yeah, good. Thank you. I hope you get it, Scott. I hope the money trickles in for many of the people that have applied. I tried for the SBA loan, but I've got nothing so far. Not a cent. On my way to LBC, and then I got to shoot up and get my son. They are doing a drive around in the neighborhood. We're going to be a convoy of cars wishing another kid happy birthday. So our kids are going to be screaming from the cars or singing from the cars, happy birthday to you. I think it's a pretty cool idea. It's totally the pandemic way to celebrate a birthday. So we're going to do a little driver convoy around this kid's house, wishing him happy birthday. I think that's unique. I told my kid, hey, I'll support that idea. Maybe I'll even make a video of that. That would be really cool. The creative things we do, right? We get on Zoom, we get on Facebook Hangouts, we do convoy birthday drive arounds. Family get-togethers on Zoom, sadly even funerals on Zoom. Different times, man, different challenging times, that's for sure. In Vegas is the last place to get unemployment, yeah. They really lagging in Vegas, right? They way behind. The problem is that they working with 70s and 80s computer equipment and programs. It's so archaic. It's time for an update. Got to get rid of all this old stuff. I heard one CPA state that if you receive the PPE money, you don't qualify for UI. Wow. That would be any big figures. $12.15. I guess. Good news. Stay safe. You as well, SM. The good news is that Attorney General Danny, hola, death by 1,000 cuts. I'm gonna slap them down. The first thing I did is I texted my good friend Robert McKim, who's the Deputy Attorney General that works under the Attorney General, Xavier Becerra, same offices, same building down on Hill Street. I'm like, yeah, pound them. Take their licenses away. Right, so I am super, super stoked over that news. That is amazing. Cool, everyone. Yeah, Uber is, it's in the works that Uber will be moving from San Francisco to Dallas, Texas. I mean, that'll be a massive, massive reduction. Thank you, Danny. That'll be a massive, massive reduction in rent. Probably buy the building outright in Dallas. San Francisco, I mean, they're paying a fortune. Probably try to break that lease. They are paying a fortune on 1455 Market Street. And they're feeling the heat in California, so maybe they think, hey, we'll move over to Dallas and our problems will go away. I don't think so. You can run, but you cannot hide, Uber. You can run, but you cannot hide. Yeah, Dallas. Dallas, Texas. Looks like a lot of tech companies are moving to Dallas and Austin, Texas. Very well established tech hubs. Probably a lot of tax benefits, way lower rents, way lower commercial prices versus San Francisco. I mean, San Francisco, they probably get taxed through the roof. Yeah, I got another. Somebody just texted me as well. Attorney General Xavier Becerra sticking it to Uber and Lyft. Beautiful news. Beautiful. Love it.